Welcome to Love Manifesto Podcast. I am your host, Dr. Tangi, who is also the executive producer of Love Manifesto Podcast. And today we have with us, tell us your name.
My name is Gabriel Tuggle.
Absolutely. Sometimes I want to make sure I don't pronounce the name incorrectly. And I kept, when I saw the name, is it pronounced Gabriel or Gabriel?
It's,
Because,
it's, it's Gabriel,
it's Gabriel. And
just like the angel in the Bible.
okay, and that's what I connected it with, and I forgot to ask you, and I was like, no, let him say his name. So, in any case, the premise for the show is to explore, to analyze, and to manifest thriving, platonic, intimate, and business relationships. And today's topic is what? Faster than a speeding bullet.
It's stronger than a speeding
Strong,
bullet.
strong, stronger than a speeding bullet.
Yes. A lot of people get mixed up with that as well because they be like, oh, faster than a speeding bullet. No, it's stronger than a speeding
There
bullet.
it is. And I need to talk about that. I need to talk about that because when you say stronger than a speeding bullet, what exactly does that mean when you say stronger than a speeding bullet?
Because it's the power of God that's giving us strength, the inner power. And I overcame that bullet that was I was shot in the head. And um, just overcoming that, it's more powerful. I'm stronger than that speeding bullet. This is like most of us in life, we go through a lot of things, but we don't feel like we're stronger to overcome it. And just like I overcame that bullet, and so that made me stronger than that speeding bullet. Because we're all strong when we put our mind and just think we can overcome stuff with the power of God.
Very few people experience that and survive. When this happened, gosh, because I read the story, but I become speechless when I think about you actually survived this when so many other people die from less things, right? Because I have my only child was killed in a car accident, and she didn't sustain any life-threatening injuries, and she died.
Wow.
But yet you got shot where,
In the head, point blank, with a 44 caliber.
and you're still here.
I'm still here. It's the power of God. He's our Lord and Savior. Just like, Jeremiah 1 and 5, he knew me before in my mother's womb. He knew that I was going to be a prophet of the nation. And here it is, I'm sitting here, on an amazing show, sharing my story with the world, because the world needs to hear this, because I'm an overcomer. And,
Absolutely.
we're all overcomers if we just put our mind to it with faith.
Prior to this experience, and that is being shot in the head, what was your career plans?
My career plans, just like I was talking about this the other day at work with some people, my plans was to be in the NFL and MLB. Those were my goals and my plans. But, somehow, I never would have thought that I would be a successful, published author. Because I was the next, Deion Bo Jackson. I know, like I know I would have had a gold jacket. God blessed me with that great athletic ability to make a difference and I'm a single mom of four, and I just before I even heard Deion Sanders Hall of Fame speech, when I put on that uniform, when I dressed up, all I saw was my mom, trying to get us out of that situation that we was in. My grandfather and my grandparents, they were all patriots. They took us in a two-bedroom house, and it was like a total of nine of us, and we had to find comfort wherever you know we could find.
Wow.
But it's just, you know, um, it's a beautiful thing to be able to sit here and share this story with you guys because I am a walking miracle. And if those that don't believe there's no God, you're looking at someone, you know, as myself, living a living testimony and the power.
So, prior to the incident, you had already determined that you will be in the NFL or what is it, MLB?
Yeah, Major League Baseball.
I love baseball. I'm a former softball player.
Oh, I am too.
I, I love baseball and softball. And so initially, when you were shot, it was a process, right?
Yes, that's a process to everything. Yes.
Briefly tell us about that process.
The process is I couldn't speak, I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk, and it's we all go through a process in life, and I thought that I wasn't going to make it. Even the doctors came out of the surgery and told my mom and my brother-in-law, Redrick Banks, that the damage was too severe. They didn't think I was going to make it. But the being in that room and the most hurting, difficult time of my life, the dark places. I was in a dark place, and just to see my family come in, and I didn't even recognize them. That was the most hurtful thing. But as I am determined, consistent, to overcoming stuff and my work ethic, I put that all into overcoming this thing that was about to take me out. The process, the strength, the inner strength, the power. They always say you had a praying grandmother. Everybody was praying, and it's just the power of God, that helped me through this process to where I was able to, speak again. I was able to walk again. I was able to feed myself, and I always tell people, difficult roads leads to beautiful destinations.
I like that.
You got it. Yeah. There you go. You got it. Keep going. Keep going.
And this journey that I'm on. I think this my destination is going to be overwhelming and just beautiful. And I just know that I'm being used by God, because I could have I shouldn't be here.
So, how long was this recovery period from being shot to having surgery to going through physical therapy? How long was that journey?
It was about a year or so. It was
You did this in less than
less
3 years?
less than 2 or 3 years.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's a miracle. That's miraculous. In 2 or 3 years?
Yes, to fully function as a human being.
Wow.
Just months ago, I mean, I couldn't even talk or walk or feed myself.
So, did you have any dreams or visions, or did God speak to you during this time period? Did He download any information to you?
My vision is to share my story across this world, this country, and to be a blessed and be a blessing and be impactful, because there's a lot going on in this world, and the shootings, all these shootings, and everything that's the killings, and God was like, you know what, I need you to share your story. I put it in a book form, it's out there, so now I need for you to go a step further and speak and talk, and just think that you know, I couldn't talk, I couldn't speak, but here it is now. I'm getting ready to share my story and speak all over the world.
You know, experience is a good teacher,
Yes.
but it is what I say a beast of a teacher. Because sometimes you can be so overwhelmed by the experience that you can't see the light of day, right? You don't understand it, and some people throw in the towel. They walk away. However, you did not do that knowing that there's a great possibility that your dreams would never manifest, you know, becoming a major league sports player, but God had something greater for you in store, and that is for you to share your story of recovery and to bring hope to the hopeless. And to, I like to know, what did you discover about yourself that you didn't know prior to this incident?
I just found that I got stronger as far as determination, consistency, hard work. My grandfather always, he pretty much set the standards. Like there's not going to be any lazy people in this household. So I found out that I was alone. Of course, I had support, my family, my mother, but I found out that I was a true angel that I am. I'm a messenger. I had to figure out, okay, you didn't name your mother didn't name you Gabriel for no reason. So I'm going to use you. So I'm a messenger. So my message is to get my book, the story, like I was saying earlier, to be impactful to many, to many.
Tell us the name of the book because it's right here. What's
It's
the name of the book?
it's stronger than a speeding bullet.
And where can it be purchased?
It can be purchased on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, and also it's being sold in Canada. And also if you get a copy from me, you get a signed copy, and everything.
So is this your very first book?
Very first book.
What was that writing journey like? Because your first experience with writing, how did you navigate through that process?
Discipline. Discipline. It was therapeutic. But the process, there was some distractions, but I had to stay the course.
Okay. Because some people, like they set aside so many hours in a day,
Yeah.
certain days of the week that they write. Some people wait until they feel inspired to write. I write a lot based off of feeling anointing in my hands, right? I know that it's time to write. Or if I'm asleep, I start singing or hearing things, I know that it's time to write. What was your experience like that allowed you to flow through that process? Because it had to be a painful, I'm thinking, like you said, it was therapeutic. It had to be a painful recall and knowing that, okay, this is what I thought it was going to be, but this is how it's going to be moving forward. So I like to know just what was that process like?
The process was very therapeutic, like I said, and it it was tears of joy. I was reliving the story, and I just woke up, in the mornings, and I just prayed about it, and just went to writing. And I just didn't stop writing until I felt like, okay, enough is enough. Let me take a little break, and everything. But it flows.
Okay, so prayer preceded your writing session.
Yes,
And that's
yes,
what I was trying to get to because different people have different things that help them navigate through that writing process. So for you, it was prayer.
it's prayer.
And then you were able to tap into what it is you needed to write. And after you exhausted everything you needed to exhaust for that time period, you knew because that feeling, that inspiration of writing lifted from you. Is that correct or
That's
not?
absolutely correct.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. So do you ever plan on launching it as maybe a documentary or or a movie?
Yes, a lot of people always come to me, and when I tell them my story, they be like, "Wow, you know what? That's a movie." Over 80% of people that I talk to and share my story with, they was like, "Oh, that's a movie."
Yeah.
So I'm looking, and when somebody come, make the right decision and want to make it a movie, I'm all for it.
Definitely sounds like a Lifetime movie. Tell me what happened to the person who shot you in the head.
Nothing.
I don't understand that.
No, nothing. You know, back in the day when it was black on black crime, they just, you know, from my understanding, they just swept it under the rug and be like, okay, he never went to jail.
Do you know who he is?
Yes, I was. Yeah, he was one of the dancers. I used to be in a dance group when I was in high school.
So, why did he shoot you in the head?
I felt like I didn't know of this until when the book came out. One of the guys, excuse me, in the room, Damian Sims, he called me and told me that I wasn't one of his favorites in the in the dance group, and and now that I look at it, you know, he told me when I made the comment, you know, to him in all the room, in the room, and in a joking manner, one joking remark, almost cost me my life. And when I made this comment, he pulled the gun out. And what you say? I don't want to, MF. And those are the last words I heard.
And see, and a lot of people joking is fine. But one thing that I've learned in my walk on this journey called life is that I very seldom even tell any jokes to people because you don't know how it may be perceived. You don't know what kind of mood that person may be in. And if the person is jealous of you, they're looking for any excuse to do what they've already desired to do to you in the first place. And so, yeah, so I understand your kids. You don't know this unless someone teach you this, right?
Yes.
And so we like to pause here because I want to do what? Go into my spreading the tea segment. You guys, I love, love, love tea. I really do. I never ever use sugar with my tea. I always use either agave, monk fruit. Now, monk fruit is something you use. It's a sweetener. It's for people who are diabetics. If you're a diabetic, monk fruit it's great for you. It's great for you. Sometimes I use honey, but today I use agave in the tea. So as I'm sharing with our audience, benefits of the tea, ingredients of the tea, you can be tasting the tea, and I would greatly appreciate it if you would be honest with us about your experience with tasting the tea. And the tea is wild strawberry leaf tea.
Hello, Sam Wagner, pastor of New Foundation Church International here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I hope you come and join one of our worship services with us real soon. Join us on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. and Sundays at 10 a.m. Just know this, we're here to help you to grow in your faith so that you can walk by faith and not by sight. God bless.
The ingredient is simply wild strawberry leaf. It's caffeine-free, wild strawberry leaf. The benefits of this tea is that it improves heart health. It's an antioxidant. It boosts your immune system and help reduce sugar level.
Wow.
Yes. So tell me what your thoughts are about the tea.
It's great. I love it. It's not too sweet. I'm a health person as well.
Are you?
I know I heard, about dandelion root. I take dandelion root every day.
Do you? We had some dandelion leaf tea.
Yes.
So why do you take dandelion?
It's just the benefits of the liver, the kidney.
Mm-hmm.
It has so many benefits, that a lot of people don't really don't know. I'm a herbal guy. And to taste this tea and understand the benefits of it and knows what it does to your body, it's amazing. Please, try it.
Well, I'm going to tell you a secret. I eat dandelions. If I see them somewhere, like in my yard,
Really?
I pluck them and eat them.
Wow.
And they're not bad at all. Not at all, because I understand the benefits of
Yes.
dandelions. And so I eat dandelions.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, you're like one of the first to know. And now that we're on the topic of
No,
dandelion.
that's the first time for everything.
Absolutely.
know,
So I'd like for you to share one more major point that you'd like to stress to our audience before we conclude today's session. Anything in 2 minutes or less. Look into the camera and share something.
There's power in prayer. God is real. And we understand that you go through difficult times. You get in those dark places. You think you're going to give up, but never give up because your situation is never over. There's always something, someone's bigger than you, bigger than your situation. That's just like I wanted to be a professional, athlete, but I know with overcoming my life-threatening accident, I had to pull down, deep down, get on my knees and pray to my God, to our God, and just say, I need you. I need you to help me get through this. So you're not alone. Adversity comes, but it's how you handle it. It's how you handle the adversity. Just like the David and the Goliath. This was my David, but I overcame it. And just like you can overcome anything in your life if you put your mind to it, your determination, your consistency, your dedication, and all that, and always put God first. And always transform and renew your mind, because that's what I had to do. I had to transform and renew my mind because I thought the old way, but now, just like I'm a new creation, I had to start thinking positive and start believing in myself. So believe in yourself and understand that you can overcome anything in life. You're talking to someone that was on their deathbed, but I overcame it. There's power in prayer, and also believe and trust in God. Seek Him first.
Absolutely. I co-sign that statement, and I'd like for you to tell our audience how they can connect with you in the event that they want you to come and share your story.
You can reach me on I have a website, Assassin for Greatness, and that's why I get on my T-shirt. You can reach me there, or you can reach me on my cell, 678-438-8383. You can book me, wherever, go to my website or just give me a call.
Absolutely, you guys. Thank you so much for sharing your story.
And the website is assassin4greatness.com.
Thank you. We appreciate that. You guys, thank you so much for joining us here at Love Manifesto Podcast, where love resides and hate and profanity are not allowed. Love, you guys, love is unconditional, unpredictable, irrefutable, and guess what? It cannot be purchased or sold, and you deserve to be loved. Peace and love from Dr. Tangi of Love Manifesto Podcast.